Well, welcome back to the channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Eldridge Air Conditioning, and welcome back to Daytona in Florida for the absolute chaos that is the NASCAR tribute, shall we call it, racing that's taken place so far. It is all NASCAR themed racing. They are all in the Mustang, which is a good old chunk of metal anyway, to try and get round. And these guys are trying to do it at high speed on the oval track, as you can see in the top right hand corner. And it was mayhem in race 1, and I expect nothing less in race 2. Now then, we thought that race 1 was a 15-minute, but it turned out to be about 11. So I don't know how long this one's going to take. We shall see, won't we? I don't think there's any pit stops. So it is just chaos all the way around. I didn't even have a look and see what tyres are all on. Softs. I think they're all on softs. Yeah, they're all on softs. So it is soft tyres all the way around. So grid positions then. Let's have a look. So the grid positions for race 2 are where they finished in race 1. And it was a really close finish as well between the three at the top there. Almost on the line. But Rufus has managed to get himself on pole position. Taff is in second. Mr. Hoyland is third. Oh, Mr. Hoyland has now got the livery on. So we had a bit of a grid walk, didn't we, in race 1? And it was just a plain red car, but the livery is on now. So well done to Mr. Hoyland. He did that quick. Stealth is in 4th. Carlsberg 5th. Axel is 6th. Hawkeye is 7th. The Saint is 8th. Daddy Dims is 9th. And Sid the Sloth is 10th. Doesn't really matter where you start on the grid because it's that chaotic out there. You could end up from the last to first in the first couple of turns. So we shall see how these guys get on in race 2, shall we? So let's get it underway. Now, we did have a safety car, not surprisingly actually, in race 1. Now, I think the slipstream and the boost is still on strong for this race, so there'll be no real getting away as Rufus tries, as he gets this race started. And straight away, Taff is having a good old sniff around the rear end of Rufus's car as they enter the first turn, but Taff has just managed to hold off from making a move on him, but he's got some defending to do now, if you can call it that. So Taff in second with Mr. Hoyland in third. Bit of wobbling going on. I'm not sure if that's lag or he's just waving the whoa, and somebody's already gone. Who is it? Who's gone? Who's gone? It's Daddy Dims. We will have a look at this one because that's very early on for Daddy Dims. Oh, no, really? I don't know what's happened there. I don't know whether we got a nudge from the Saint or Axel or what. He just got caught up and big old kiss with Barry R there. That is going to hurt. And well, he's moving. He's moving, so no hospital treatment needed for Daddy Dims at the minute as he gets himself back onto track. Now then, a bit of catching up to do, unless a safety car is called. And it is. Well, I've been sent the rules for the safety car, but I don't understand them. I'm not even going to bother trying to understand them. They seem very confusing. But if anybody goes off track, well, let's have a safety car. So they're supposed to line up side by side as they should have done in well, they pretty much did actually. I'm not going to say they didn't. They did pretty much line up side by side, but it was a long safety car. They just kept going round and round, which is not what the crowd have paid their money to see. You know, it's cost them a few $100s to get into this track. They want to see racing, not you driving around at 50 miles an hour. So come on, guys, get on with it. So speed being picked up now, so I'm guessing that the go has been given, and Rufus has put his foot down and pushed it firmly into the carpet of that Mustang. And before anybody tells me, I know there's no carpets in them. Well, there might be, who knows? It is just a phrase I like to use every now and then. But Rufus then leading this pack. Taff in second for now. Stealth in third. Then we've got Mr. Hoyland in fourth. Stealth back in fifth. The Saint in sixth. Sid is up to seventh. Then Daddy Dims, Carlsberg and Axel at the back at the minute. But things change so quickly in these races. Now then, who are we going to go on board with? Let's go with the Saint, shall we? As he's right in the thick of it as he tries to make a move past Stealth. Following Rufus into the slipstream. And oh no, he's gone off, get back on. And he did. Good save there from the Saint. I'll probably put him off by jumping into the car with him. And you can probably hear me in the helmet cam speaker or whatever it is that these guys have fitted. This is why we're able to bring you this view. But let's sit in the passenger seat so we can really annoy him then, as he catches back up very, very quickly. The boost and the slip really does work on this track, doesn't it? And look at the way the Saint is just carving a route through this pack. He's now up to 8th, and he's already got the leaders in sight. And look at the tilt on that car as he goes up the embankment around this very tight right-hander. Well, they're all tight right-handers, aren't they? And the Saint very quickly back in the thick of it, and alongside Taff. Oh, there's a bit of a gap there. Will he squeeze through it? Oh, he's still going now. I'm going to have a look. I'm just going to stay with the Saint to see whether he even bothers touching the brakes, because I'm sure none of the guys actually do. They've all left the brakes at home for this race. Oh, that I think was Sid. Has took quite a bash in there, and it was Sid. And oh, look at the smoke coming off those tyres. That was a real big thump for Sid. That is going to give him a headache. Fastest lap at the minute is the Saint on a 51.3. Now then, is this going to be another safety car? Yes, it is. Look at the scrapes on Taft's car. The mechanics back in the garage, I bet they absolutely cursing these guys when they go out, and they get all very touchy-feely with everybody else. And let's have a look at hold on, which camera do I want? I know which one I want, I'm just not getting it. So there we go, it's Taft's car. Let's have a look at the scrapes on that car, look already. And they're all the same. The Saint is bashed in at the front as well. So yeah, the mechanics absolutely hate it when these cars limp back to the garages, but they are now lined up side by side and ready to go. And there we go. I think the hammer's dropped, and Hawkeye now leads this race with Taff alongside. Then we've got the Saint back up to 3rd. Remember, he took that big tumble, didn't he, on the first, I think it was the 1st or 2nd lap, and actually went off track, but he's managed to get himself all the way back up now into 2nd. He's challenging Taff. Rufus into 3rd. Really is just no room in there as Stealth gets pushed off this time. Taff gives him a nudge. Stealth comes back onto the track and gives him a nudge and said, there you go, mate, I'll give as good as I get. It really is elbows out on this track. Stealth in 4th, Mr. Hoyland in 5th. I don't even know why I'm bothering telling you the positions are in, because they change so quickly. As we see Stealth drop down to 6th as the Taff and Mr. Hoyland, using the slipstream of the boost, go flying through. Hawkeye out in front at the minute. We don't know for how long. We're seeing Axel, he's moved up into 7th as somebody goes very, very wide, and I think that may have been the Saint or Hawkeye. Then we've got Daddy Dims. He's in the thick of it there in 8th. He's in the middle of a sandwich there between Stealth and Axel. It is all getting very, very close and friendly. Good job these guys know each other, isn't it? Colesberg putting a challenge in on Stealth. Bit of smoke being kicked up from the tyres. I hope it's the tyres and there's nobody actually on fire. With Axel down in 10th for now. We have just gone past the 6-minute mark. Wow, these races go so quickly. I don't think the track limits penalties are on, because these guys really are abusing them. Not that you can abuse the track limits on the outside of this track, because if you do that you're going to find yourself in the car park, but the ones on the inside are definitely being abused. Oh, is that somebody else has gone off? It is, it's Carlsberg. He's gone, well, I'm not sure what he's gone looking for. Maybe he spotted something, or somebody in the garage has told him to come in and grab a drink. But he's now at the back on his own. And let's have a look. The rest of them are still racing, so Carlsberg is just going to have to try and catch up. Oh, somebody else has gone off as well. We did see a yellow flag. Not quite sure why. So out in front then we've got the Hawkeye and the Saint. Fantastic looking cars. They really are colourful, aren't they? They really stand out on the track. Hawkeye and the Saint just cannot get away, can they? The boost and slipstream really helping as Mr. Hoyland now moves up into second and maybe even looking at challenging for first. He tried to get into the slipstream just behind Hawkeye, but the Saint had other ideas, and there's Rufus again trying to slip his way up the inside, but it now finds himself completely boxed in, and that's the danger on this track. You go to the inside, you will get boxed in as the car in front slots in front of you, and then you get swamped from left and right. But it does make for good viewing, doesn't it? Mr. Hoyland, oh look at Sid there out on the outside being followed by Stealth. It's very risky going that high because you're going to scrape along the walls, but I still think it's the right thing to do, just to try and stay out of trouble. I think one of the big problems with the slip and the boost being on so high is that you catch up to the car in front very, very quickly, but then when you go to make the overtake, that you do it, but then they're going to catch you straight back up again as well, so there's no gaps to be had. At the back we've got Carlsberg and Taft battling it away. Now then, they're not that far behind the rest of the grid, and I think really this is where they need to work together. So Carlsberg really needs to do a bit of bump drafting with Taft, and I think that's what he's planning on doing if he can get close onto that car. It doesn't look like a Mustang anymore, does it? It looks like some sort of stock car. But Carlsberg and Taft, yeah, a bit of bump drafting is what's needed, and I think that's what Carlsberg's trying to do, but I think might be a little bit of lag there from Taft's car preventing that. So I think Carlsberg's taken over, and it's Taft's turn now to do the bump drafting so that we can catch up to the rest of the pack. Up at the front, we've got Hawkeye and the Saint trying to do exactly that, but Mr. Hoyland got other ideas. You can just see behind them is, oh, somebody else has gone off. Now then, who is it? It's the Saint. He got a bit of a nudge there and ends up going very deep into that turn, but gets back on track again and will soon be on the back of the pack ready for another fight. We are approaching 9.5 minutes. I have no clue how long this race will last. I got told there were 2:15 minutes, but the first one was only about 10 minutes long, so this one, who knows? We shall see. It is when the race is over, isn't it? As the Saint comes straight back into it and gives Daddy Dims a bit of a nudge and says, come on, hurry up, let's catch up to the rest of the guys and let's pick our way through. So I'm expecting great things from the Saint, actually. From what I've seen, he looks like a bit of a wily old racer, does the Saint. He knows his way around the tracks, and he can certainly pick his moments, can't he? And the other thing is, doesn't mind getting his elbows out. Oh, somebody else has got off. It is all kicking off now as Axel goes off, but he gets back on again very quickly. Stealth has come in. Now then, why has Stealth come into the pits? There was no planned pit stop, I don't think, for this race, unless I've completely got the wrong race. This might be race 3. Oh, I'd give up. So it is still Hawkeye. We have gone past the 10 minutes. We are 10.5 minutes. Stealth comes in. I'm having a look at the tyres. Nobody's tyres have run down at all. Surprisingly, there's no damage being shown, so I'm not quite sure why Stealth has come in, but that's put him a long way behind everybody else. So not quite sure what that was all about. But at the minute, it is Hawkeye out in front with Rufus trying to push him along. Taff, but well, he's having a look at the inside, but there's nothing doing there, is there? As they go 3, nearly 4 wide through these turns across the start-finish line. Axel just sitting in the background there in 9th, waiting for them all to have an almighty crash, and he can just fight his way through. Somebody, oh, there we go, talking of crashes. Well, we're going to go back and have a look at that. We have got to go back and have a look at this, because 2 cars going off very synchronised there. Daddy Dims goes through to 6, and it looks like it is Sid the Sloth coming up alongside Carlsberg. We're on board with Carlsberg, well, not on board with him, the drone is following him, and let's see what happened. Oh, and he's just been nudged. The rear quarter again, yeah, Sid the Sloth just catching the rear quarter of Carlsberg and spun him out. I don't think that was Sid's fault, actually. He may have got a nudge as well. Sid's gone off as, oh, it's a big old slam with barrier, that is. And well, he's moving. He's lucky that we didn't need the air ambulance for that one, because that was a big old slam into the barrier for Sid the Sloth. And now gaps are appearing, so Stealth all the way down in 10th after his pit stop. Sid, after that almighty smash into the barrier, he's down in 9th. Then we've got Carlsberg in 8th. We've got another yellow flag as Hawkeye has gone off track. He's trying to get back on again. Oof, he's trying to climb that hill. That is one hell of a bank to try and go up that way, Hawkeye, but Hawkeye now down in 8th. So cars littered all over the track at the minute. Colesberg in 7th and trying to find his way through. Let's see what's happening up at the top. The Saint has got himself back up into 2nd. It's Mr. Hoyland that is actually leading at the minute. Daddy Dims has just gone through into 2nd with the Saint in 3rd. Good old fight taking place now. There's no helping each other, is there? Rufus in 4th. It's making a dash for it, isn't he? Rufus trying to get his nose in front, as Mr. Hoyland retakes the lead with the Saint just behind him, and Taff in 3rd, Rufus in 4th. Then we've got Daddy Dims. He manages to use the boost and slipstream to go past Rufus. Axel's in there as well in 6th, just sitting at the back watching. He's got a ringside seat, hasn't he? Just watching it all unfold in front of him. In fact, let's go on board with Axel. Currently placed in 6th, is he the only American driver actually on his home soil, making his debut as well. I'm not sure if it's his debut for URL, but it's certainly his debut for Slowpoke Racing Channel, and he is very welcome. It is good to have him as he watches Rufus and Taff having a bit of a fight. Rufus goes around the inside using those track limit. Now if the track limits was on, he would have been told off for that, but he got away with it. Taff in 5th. A quick look behind us, and well, Colesberg is a long way off, so no danger coming from him just yet. It is everything happening up at the front. So Mr. Hoyland, the Saint, Daddy Dims, Rufus, Taff, and then Axel, who we are on board with now, as Rufus again goes to the inside. Taff gets a little bit nudge, he goes into the inside. The lead changes again as the Saint takes over, and you can see Axel now getting right up close and personal to the guys in front of him. Mr. Hoyland has dropped all the way down into 5th, gets a little bit wobbly as he comes back onto the track. There are still elbows being pushed and thrown about. Oh, as Daddy Dims and Mr. Hoyland get into a bit of a tangle, but they both managed to save it and keep going. They're both facing the same direction, which is a good thing at the minute, because many others haven't. Let's get away from Axel, leave him alone. It is all very bumpy up here as Rufus and Taff go side by side with Mr. Hoyland. So it is 3 wide. Oh well, they've gone back now to 2 as they try and slipstream the Saint. The Saint just trying to stay out of trouble, but it's coming. It's behind you. It's behind you. So on board with the Saint then, as we have a quick look behind us, and there's Mr. Hoyland giving us a bit of a tap. He's trying to open up a gap, is Mr. Hoyland. I think that's his plan anyway. He wants to nudge the Saint, get a bit of a gap opening up. Taff's having none of it. He thinks, well, I'll have a beast of that as well, and he moves up into 2nd, and then as the car's gone off again all over the place. Have we still got 5 of them? No, somebody did go off. No, who was it? Was it Axel? No. Oh, I don't know. I can't keep up. We're past the 15-minute mark and we're still going, so I'm wondering if this is actually race 3. It was labelled as race 2. Or is it a 15-minute race and they are approaching the finish line? I have no idea. It is all guesswork, isn't it, today, as Taff takes up the lead. Oh, and he's finished, so it was a 15-minute race as Taff crosses the line. Mr. Hoyland 2nd, Rufus, the Saint, Axel in 5th, Colesberg, he's going to come home in 6th with Sid the Sloth just ahead of Stealth, or Stealth nicked it. Stealth looks like he's nicked it. Hawkeye trying to find a way through, but Stealth gets 7th, Hawkeye 8th, Sid the Sloth 9th, Daddy Dims in 10th. Wow. Don't know about you guys, but I'm going to need a drink and a bit of a few deep breaths before we get into race 3, which I am assured is going to be half-hour long. So go off, get yourself your tea, your coffee, your pop, your wine, your gin, your vodka, whatever it is you like to drink while watching these races. Grab yourself a snack, because we are going to be in for one hell of a race. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed these races, please hit that like button, and if you've not already subscribed, if you could do so, I would really appreciate it. You're helping me out tremendously. I will be back very shortly for race 3, so I shall catch you then.